Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Mouse Surprises Airline Passengers. Let's move on to language focus. 1번. He reported nobody freaked out, although he did take the wise precaution of tucking his pant legs into his socks to keep the little guy from running up his leg. Okay. So I've highlighted in this section, keep the little guy from running, but we're going to learn keep something or someone from doing something. And we use this to describe the prevention of an action. So, keep something, someone from doing something. Someone, 이가, doing something, 하는 것을 막다. So we are blocking them from doing something. In an example, our neighbor put up a fence to keep his kids from walking through his front yard. 우리 주민은 아이들이 앞마당을 지나가지 못하게 울타리를 세웠습니다. That happens a lot actually in Australia. In Australia, people are very protective of their yard. They don't like people walking through it. But anyway. Next one. I drank a lot of coffee to keep myself from falling asleep. This sounds like me. 잠들지 않도록 커피를 많이 마셨습니다. Or 잠들면 그것을 막기 위해 커피를 많이 마셨습니다. I drink coffee all the time. I'm actually going to show you. I've got coffee right now because I'm a dad who doesn't get a lot of sleep and he needs coffee to keep him going. Hopefully you're drinking coffee right now as well. Okay, moving on to 2번. Fortunately, it didn't take much time to fly a replacement plane down from Oslo to Copenhagen, and the passengers were soon on their way once again. Okay, so I highlighted it didn't take much time to fly, but we're going to learn it takes unit amount of time to 동사 to blah blah blah. And we use this to describe the time needed for an action to take place. In the article, the negative form it doesn't take is used. Alright, so it takes unit amount of time to verb, 동사. 무엇을 하기 위해 unit amount of time, 시간을 걸린다. 부정형은 it doesn't take 로 사용. So, the example sentence is, it takes about 12 hours to fly from Seoul to Seattle. So, 서울에서 시애틀까지 비행기로 약, 12시간이 걸립니다. This is an easy one. I think you may have learned this before in another example, in another news and stories. It doesn't take very long to clean your house if you do it every day. That's true. 매일 청소하면 집안을 청소하는데 그리 오래 시간이 걸리지 않습니다. I clean my house every day, which reminds me I have to clean my house after our lesson today. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. They should make a to keep people from So remember, if we go all the way up here, keep something, someone from doing something. So keep someone from doing something. someone, 이가, 어떤 사람이가 doing something, 뭐뭐 하는 것을 막다. So they should make a to keep people from let's say they should make a speed bump to keep people from speeding on this road. So, 이 도로에서 과속하지 않도록 과속 방지턱을 만들었으면 좋겠습니다. There is no way to keep 2번. There is no way to keep from my baby from climbing the couch. 제 아기가 소파에 올라가는 것을 막을 방법이 없습니다. 3번. It takes a long time to. Remember, 걸린다. It takes a long time to, say, become a doctor. It takes 10 years, I think. 의사가 되기까지 오랜 시간이 걸립니다. And it doesn't take much time to, if you, much time to finish the task if you just concentrate. On it. Okay. So, 집중만 하면 업무를 끝내는 데 많은 시간을 걸리지 않습니다. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. If you saw a mouse in your favorite restaurant, would you stop eating there? Why or why not? 가장 좋아하는 식당에서 추위를 본다면 더 이상 거기서 식사를 안 하시겠습니까? 이유는? That's a good question. So I used to work in Pagoda, Gangnam. And I wouldn't say it was my favorite restaurant, but every time there used to be a Pomato. I think Pomato is gone out of business. Anyway, there used to be a Pomato restaurant. It's like a kimbap jonggu if you don't know what it is. Across the road from the building that I used to work at. And one day, and I used to go there quite often because it's cheap. You know, it wasn't bad, but it was cheap, quick, and you know. And I one day saw a cockroach that was like this big. And they don't get very big in Korea, but it was quite big. On the wall of the restaurant. And I never went back. So, if I saw a mouse in my favorite restaurant, I don't know. That's a good question because I don't have a favorite restaurant, but I really love food, and if there's a place I go to like that I really like, I go there often. And I don't know, it's never happened to me. But probably I'd stop going there. Yeah, I would question the cleanliness of the restaurant. Yeah, I guess I would. I would not go back. 2번. What other animals can pose dangers to airplanes? 비행기의 위험을 초래할 수 있는 다른 동물은 무엇인가요? Birds getting into the propellers of the planes. Snakes. Have you ever seen that movie, Snakes on a Plane? Imagine if that happened. Basically, I think the most dangerous are birds that fly into the propellers of the plane. That has happened, obviously, numerous times over the years. So I think, in my opinion, birds are pose the most dangers to aeroplanes. All right, so that wraps it up for today's class, and I'll see you on the next class.
Oblige.
Oblige.
Scurry.
Scurry.
Freak out.
Freak out.
Tuck.
Tuck.
Rodent.
Rodent.
Fond.
Fond.